So today I'm going to take you through a light session. Originally I had planned to have a finishing session in North East London with a coach that's worked at academies previously, and I worked with him a couple of times in the off season and I really enjoyed learning, and I hoped with obviously the mic this week to increase the quality of the video, get some good audio so you could hear me a little bit better. But unfortunately I had to cancel yesterday and cancelled today because he had some things come up on late notice, so hopefully I'll be able to get that in. And I want to work on some finishing today, so I'm going to try and get to another Astro with an 11-a-side goal, and if that's not possible then I'll go to the Heath to do a little session before I have training in the evening. So it's just going to be purely technical, not really too intense at all, and with the mic hopefully I'll be able to talk you through exactly what I want to work on in terms of my technique and what I think about when I strike the ball, kind of following on from last week really. A lot of stuff hasn't gone to plan. I would have wanted to start at the weekend and having a session cancelled, but that's life and that's football, and no matter what happens in the week it's always important to get what you need to get done, and in this case me in a session to improve my game. If I can't do it where I want to do it, then I'll go to plan B, and if I can't do it where I want to do it today, then I'll go back to the Heath and have another good session, technically working with what I've got. So whatever happens, you just have to work and try your best to make the best out of any situation, especially now that I'm not full-time. It doesn't change anything. I know what I need to do, I know what I want to do, and I don't want to have any excuses. So I'm going to go down, see if I can use the pitch. If not, I'll see you at the Heath. Right, thankfully we were able to get into an Astro, so I'm going to warm up and then we'll get straight into it. Do a bit of backwards running. Since I'm not trying to do some fitness today, I love just getting with the ball as quick as possible really after my little warm up. Just start to get some touches on the ball, get a feel for the ball as I drive with it. Right foot straight, and then same with the left foot. Just get small touches with the ball. And once I've done that, start to use the sole of my foot. I always like to use both feet, just so it makes getting skills better with my right foot and left foot. Doing this skills make sure the shift gets out of my foot, so it'd allow me to get away from a defender in the game. Don't like to keep it too tight, because in the game I'm going to want to shoot, cross, or make a pass, so I want to create space between me and the defender. It's always good to just take skills a little bit slow as well. Don't have to always rush it. Just make sure where I'm planting my foot's good to push off. For example, if I'm doing a step over with the sole of my foot here, I want to get my foot nice and ready to push off in that direction. I don't want my foot to be coming out and then I have to go push there. I want it to be already done, so as I go here and I can push and accelerate like that. There's nothing wrong with dribbling 3 cones. But if you can do that without cones, keep that ball nice and close, visualise the defenders coming, evading tackles, then there's obviously advantages to that as well. It's also good to test yourself. Sometimes you are going to make mistakes, but it's better to make mistakes by yourself. So when it comes to a game, you get that right. And maximal intent whenever you do stuff after you've gone slow and got a feel for it. So it goes good as quick as you can. And if you make mistakes, so what? So always working on that shift. I want it to be a good 3 steps away. Otherwise I've got to take another touch like that, which isn't the end of the world, but to get my shot off out nice and quick when there's space, it's always good to shift it so then I can strike at the ball if I want to, with as much power as possible. Push it. It's a lot easier on Astro compared to the Heath to get that nice push contact. Then I'll just go back to the basics. You can slow it down and then speed up as you get to river. You never get enough of just doing basic dribbling skills to just master it. Once you've obviously got the hang of it, you can then start to keep your head up, scan the pitch whilst you're looking where you want to play, pass or dribble next. So you take your eyes off the ball. This is just working on the timing and using the sole of my foot to practice that shift, which I can then obviously bring in step over, high of a foot. It's all about timing. And that first drill just helps get the body ready for those type of movements, and you can do inside step over, so I've got a feel for the ball. I'm going to do a few dribbles now with a burst, sharp acceleration and trick, just to get away from my defenders if I'm in a game. I'm warming up, so just to bring my pass back down, I'll then put the ball in the air, just have a feel for it, and yeah. I'm going to keep it up below my knee, 25. Knee height, another 25. Waist height, another 25. There we go. Head height, another 25. It's a bit trickier. It's all about striking the ball in the middle of the, keeping it up. Do it over my head, another 25, but on me back a bit, just in case it goes out the camera. Alright. Both feet. Done with that, I'll just start flicking it up in the air, working on my first touch to control it. As I get comfortable, do right foot, left foot, and I can start doing 2 touches and going straight back up. Don't really want to have to stretch up like that for the ball, but if I need to do it, it's not the end of the world. It's unlucky. If you ever make a mistake, just do the exact same thing again. And if you make 2 mistakes in a row, it's a game, just keep it simple. Pass it off, play your way back in the game, but individual training, do it harder in the 3rd time. And you should get something like that. It's all about mentality. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. And just enjoy being by yourself. Because no one's watching. Unless you're trying to put stuff on YouTube. Just working on my touch. Now I've got an Astro. I can work on my ball striking into the wall. And then my first touch is on the move directional. Either wall, doesn't matter. Of course, when you're starting out, you could put cones in, get a feel, but you know where you want the ball to get away from the defender. 2 or 3 yards, burst in space. There's times where you're going to want to trap the ball, take a tight touch and then move. So it's always good to vary how you take the ball and receive it. Head check before you get the ball, if possible, as the ball's moving. Not when people touching it aside. Watch the ball there. head check whilst it's coming back to me and receive in an ideal world. So you want to try to fight the ball, head check, and then receive as an example. So it's always good to practice when you're on the wall. Best practice for the game. Hit, head check, then receive. Inside, outside of the foot, go off different angles, practice different bits of the skies, and therefore chopping it back, both feet. And of course we can always keep up with the ball. Just working on my striking. Similar to barefoot and garden, but it's going to be a bit harder here. I can fire it in a bit more. Good start. Be careful I don't hit the mic with my chest. Very good to work your way in. Start easier, smaller distances away from the wall before you try and do the more difficult stuff. Especially in a game situation. I'm going to train how you play. Again, not striking at the right part of my foot. Just do it one more time. Still ankle, but a little bit better. That's better. Cleaner. And it's very messy. Better touch. Against the wall. Just smash it as hard as you can, work on different ball striking options before I start putting a goal or a longer distance. Looking at that. Great start, Richard. But about your ability, it's really good to try stuff like that when you're by yourself. No one's there to jump. It's not clean, is it? Just that left foot hitting the sweet spot. Nice. Do have studs missing there. almost start striking on the floor. Just getting used to the spin of the ball. Hitting it. Look, you know, it should be a lot easier now that I'm Astro compared to a bumpy pitch of grass. It's ugly. It's atrocious. Just get that spin. That's weak. So here, I'm really just trying to lock my ankle both sides. No matter how much you practice, especially when I'm in practice, I find that you can always get lazy and no one's watching. So it's always good to keep simple cues and just practice striking that ball cleanly, which I still haven't done on my left foot. Right foot, it's a lot easier. Here we're trying to strike it just with the instep here. I used to strike it with this part of my foot, the outside, and put my hip through it. But I spoke to someone, looked at my technique, and they said that to get that backspin, you just want to strike it with that instep of the foot, get underneath it, get down, and the spin will tell you everything of the ball. If it's a clean strike or not, that's good, but leaning back a little bit, like that, it's a nice strike, flow through. And as you strike it, someone you're not going to hit clean against the wall. It's just good to get different angles in. Try and hit as cleanly as possible when you can, in the different angles. Some stuff's obviously a bit more difficult than others. For ball striking into the goals or crossing it, you can just do the small action against the wall just to warm that technique up if you have that access. If you have the access too. It's a lot easier today for some reason to get whip on that right ball. Yeah, just need to lean a bit back, strike underneath the ball with the foot. So similar. Of course, if that's a shot, you want to get over it as much as possible. So I'm going to bring my body weight forward, try and whip it a lot lower, especially if it's a short cross and you get right over the ball. Right, so 15 minutes of that's done. Now I'm just going to move into ball striking. Using what I have, I'm going to try and hit net first driven passes into that goal with my right foot, and then I'll just do the same on my left foot. It's better. Net first, clean strike. Three. That's weak. I'm going to do my left side. Just try and work that consistency. It's a bit harder, so just want to focus on the strike and keep over the ball. Not like that. Out of balance. Leaning over it, horrible. It's a better strike. I just need to get over it and direct it into the goal. I've got small goals, not 11-a-side goal, but I'm just going to work on shifting it and striking it into the goal, wrapping it with my right foot, wrapping it with my left foot, probably some laces, and then that'll be done for today. Nice hour and a half, so something like that. Just repetition. So now I'm going to work on my left foot striking, keeping the ball low across the goal. Get over the ball. I'm not trying to hit it high or stun it like that, and I want to get some more follow through really. Like that. Get through it. That's what I'm looking for. Shouldn't be as bothered about whether it ends up in the goal or not, but the strike of the ball. It's better. 3 more. Make the most of it, because in a game you're only going to get 1 chance. Missed again, but last 3 have been my best 3. 100%. That's not good enough. It's poor. Well, we'll leave it at that today. I've got 5 balls. Need to replicate the first, get over it. Like that. It's better. Best strike of the day. Just keeping it low, hard across the goal. So near post ones can go high, but it's got to be smashed near and high. Not actually trying to work on that now. I'm not going to end on that. Do 1 more. We'll end on that. So I'm going to go and get something to eat now, head to the gym, probably a little bit more before I head off to training this evening with Farnborough. Although it wasn't what I originally planned, working with a striking coach today or working in an 11-a-side goal over bigger areas, it was definitely a lot better to get on the Astro, and I think I had a really good session. Working in a smaller area definitely allows me to, when striking it, just focus on a cleaner contact, and it obviously helps build confidence that I'm shooting over smaller distance, but in a smaller target. It means that when it gets to a game, 11-a-side goals, there's obviously a keeper in there, so it's going to be difficult, but it's a bigger target to hit. And I think that with the right visualization and practice in any situation, be it on the field, in a small Astro, on a concrete pitch, if you've got the right intention, then you can transfer that into an 11-a-side game for sure. If there's anything specifically you'd like to see when I'm doing these types of individual sessions, then feel free to leave it in the comments. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.